Hi everyone, Sam from TAP here. If you know much about us, then you're aware that constant improvement is something that we see as an absolute necessity when it comes to how the company is run and how we view our products. There's always room for improvement. We're never good enough, and we're always trying to seek out ways to identify deficiencies and make adjustments to products. So the side stabilizer mount is no exception to that. If you have one of our mounts, then you're aware of what the original riser bracket looks like. We've made adjustments already to this, and I think these are going to be some welcome improvements and will make this an even more functional and even higher performing product than it already is. So let me show you what we've done and explain why. Here's an unanodized bracket. This will be what the production version looks like though. One key area, I think probably one of the biggest things, is the amount of depth that has been cut out here in terms of how far this bracket can press in against the riser. Let me show you. So if you look here, you can see there is no gap between the bracket and the riser. It fits completely over the bushing, as it already did, but there was a slight amount of offset in some cases, maybe about a 1/16 of an inch in the past, depending on the height of that bushing. And some bows that varies a bit. But we wanted to make sure this covered every bow. And we would get a direct aluminum to aluminum connection, bracket to riser, for the tightest lockdown possible. And that's what this does. Another thing that's different is the overall length of this adjustable portion right here. So we felt that it was not necessary to be able to adjust more than this. And for the majority of bows out there, people were adjusting it to about the center portion of this opened up channel. This allows more than enough horizontal adjustment on the riser, and this gives you, the ability to make the modifications to the angle, to the overall positioning when you're starting with where it mounts on the riser. So it gives you flexibility still, but an area it does not give you flexibility in a literal sense, is the bracket itself. So that's another key focus point with this bracket, was that no matter how it's mounted, whether it's mounted all the way out like this, whether it's mounted back here, middle, wherever it might be, and no matter how much weight you're throwing on this with your bar, that you're not going to get too much flex throughout this portion. Now, to completely avoid any flex, is difficult without making this very, very bulky or making it out of steel. So it is aluminum still, but given the amount of thickness that we have bumped this up to, you are going to get a better overall feel in terms of less flex. And some people haven't even noticed that at all because of the lower amounts of weight they're running on their side stabilizer. Other people, of course, have noticed. So that's where we are with this. Those are the adjustments, those are the improvements. Another thing we're going to be doing is making sure that the surfaces that are contacting each other, where the bolts go in, that those surfaces remain unanodized. That's key in getting the tightest fit. In running one of these mounts now on my own bow, I have it set up that way, that these are unanodized surfaces contacting each other. And I have not had to tighten that thing down at all in shooting that now for over a week. So we know we've gotten it correct. And again, it's about improvement. It's about looking at things that can be done and taking action to make those necessary adjustments. Something that we're doing also, sort of a secret project at this point, is there's a bracket being manufactured, actually an entire mount, including the bracket, but it's a different material. I'll just say that. It's 100% made of that material, and I'm really excited to see what we can accomplish with it, and I'm sure that our customers will be very keen to find out as well. So thanks a lot for your time. As always, check into our Facebook, check into our Instagram account if you have time, please, and also make sure you go to our website, titaniumarcheryproducts.com.